Hello and welcome to my studio. My name is Valerie McKeehan, and today I'm going to be sharing a tutorial for painting this calming lavender scene on Pastelmat. Let's get started. I really love the Pastelmat pads, and there are so many beautiful colors to choose from: dark charcoal, red, sand, but for the lavender scene, I really love this wine color. Let's get started at the easel. I cut the sheet in half, and now I'm using a Derwent Inktense block for my underpainting. This is actually compressed ink, and so I'm just adding all of the darks in the scene. I'm really loosely following this reference photo. It's one of my absolute favorite scenes. I've painted it several times before, so I'm taking a lot of artistic license with the scene. And now I'm washing in the Inktense block with rubbing alcohol, 70% rubbing alcohol. I love Pastelmat because you can use wet media on it as well. This is great to just add some immediate texture and get my darks settled in the scene. Now I'm adding a dark green just to give the darks a little more nuance with the blue, and then this vibrant saturated purple color, which is just so fun to use. Now that I have my darks pretty well established, I'm just going to add a little bit of a cooler green into the trees and the lavender bushes. This was one of those hazy summer days, so I'm adding a light grayed down blue into the sky. This will be the lightest value in the scene, and then even a lighter value towards the horizon and slightly warmer. Now I'm going to start establishing that grassy path through the lavender field. This is a pretty neutral green. Just adding that in to lead the eye to the background, and then also lightening up some of the bushes as well and the side of the tree. I'm having the light coming in from the left side. Now I'm warming up the lavender field with a warmer red-violet purple on the tops of some of those bushes, and then adding a cooler purple into the bushes just to start to lighten up those shadowy colors. I just love how vibrant these colors are. And now a cooler green is getting added into the background. I'm changing up my mark making and using horizontal strokes when I'm in the background and more vertical strokes when I'm in the foreground. Adding my distant tree line with the same blue that I used in the sky. Gradually lighting up the field now. This is a even lighter pink color that I'm using to add sunlight onto the lavender. Now I'm rubbing in the sky because I love the dark paper. It's doing so much of the work for me already, but I don't want that texture showing in the sky. So I rubbed that in with my finger and then just went over it again with pastel just to freshen up the pigments a little bit. Now again with those horizontal mark making strokes with a more dull, cooler purple, and adding some of that into the foreground as well. Now this is where I really lighten things up with a beautiful yellow into the path to get that sunlight effect really in full swing on my scene. And just adding it into the background, and then also using it to add sunlight onto my tree. Just a few swipes there. I'm keeping it really light touch. For another layer of some light purple in the background, and also using that light purple to add just some pulled out lavender. It doesn't take much to give the impression of lavender. You don't have to draw every single little bud. And now I'm using a really creamy light yellow to lighten up the horizon, give another little pop of light there on the path to really lead the eye back into the background to my tree, and one more little stroke of light, which was so satisfying to add there in the end. And this is how the final piece turned out. Thank you so much for watching.